10 powerful phrases to command respect in any conversation. The words you choose can open doors or close them. They can elevate you in the eyes of others or diminish your presence. Throughout history, the wisest leaders, the most influential figures, and the most respected individuals have understood one fundamental truth: language is power. Think back to the great philosophers, warriors, and rulers. Did they raise their voices often? No. Did they fill the air with unnecessary words? Never. Instead, they spoke with clarity, conviction, and wisdom. They commanded respect, not through force, not through wealth, but through the power of their words. Yet, in today's world, many struggle to command respect in conversations. They speak, but their words carry little weight. They try to assert themselves, but they are ignored or dismissed. They demand attention, but they receive indifference instead. Why? Because respect is not demanded, it is earned. And one of the most powerful ways to earn respect is through the mastery of language. This article is not just about words. It is about transformation. It is about equipping you with phrases that have stood the test of time. Phrases that will help you establish authority, build confidence, and ensure that your words leave a lasting impact. We will explore 10 powerful phrases, each backed by real-world examples and timeless wisdom. These phrases will help you navigate difficult conversations, assert yourself in professional settings, strengthen personal relationships, and, most importantly, command respect effortlessly. But be warned, true power comes with responsibility. These phrases are not mere tricks or tactics. They are reflections of an inner strength that you must cultivate. If you seek to manipulate, deceive, or control others, they will backfire. However, if you use them with wisdom and integrity, they will become your greatest allies. Now, let us step into the world of powerful speech, the kind that changes perceptions, shapes outcomes, and earns respect wherever you go. 1. I understand your perspective. Nothing disarms hostility faster than genuine understanding. When people feel heard, they become more open to listening. This phrase is a secret weapon in diffusing conflicts, building connections, and showing strength through emotional intelligence. Why it commands respect? It shows maturity and control. Only those who are confident in themselves can acknowledge another viewpoint without feeling threatened. It shifts the conversation from confrontation to cooperation. It makes you appear more intelligent and composed. Imagine you are in a business meeting. A colleague passionately disagrees with your proposal. Instead of reacting defensively, you pause, nod slightly, and say, "I understand your perspective. You raise a valid point. Let's explore it further." Instantly, the dynamic changes. Your colleague, expecting resistance, is met with acknowledgement instead. The tension lessens. Now, you have gained their respect, not by overpowering them, but by demonstrating emotional intelligence and control. Respect is given to those who give respect first. Acknowledging another's view does not mean you agree, but it proves you are secure enough to listen. The most respected leaders listen before they speak. 2. I take full responsibility. Weak individuals blame. Strong individuals take ownership. Nothing commands respect more than owning your actions, whether they result in success or failure. Why it commands respect? It shows integrity. People respect those who stand by their words and actions. It builds trust. When you admit fault, others see you as honest and accountable. It separates you from the majority. Most people deflect blame. Taking responsibility makes you exceptional. A project at work goes wrong, and your team is upset. Instead of making excuses, you say, "I take full responsibility for this. Here's what I'll do to fix it." The room shifts. Instead of pointing fingers, you demonstrate leadership. People respect those who can face mistakes head-on and find solutions. Accountability is power. The moment you stop blaming others and take control of your actions, you separate yourself from the ordinary and become someone people admire. 3. I will not tolerate disrespect. Respect begins with how you allow others to treat you. The way you respond to disrespect sets the tone for future interactions. This phrase is not aggressive, but assertive. It establishes a boundary that demands acknowledgement. Why it commands respect? It signals that you know your worth. It puts others on notice that you have standards. It teaches people how to treat you. A colleague constantly interrupts you in meetings. One day, you calmly look at them and say, "I value what you have to say, but I will not tolerate being interrupted. Please let me finish my point." There is silence. Everyone in the room takes notice. Your assertiveness speaks volumes. From that moment on, people know you will not be overlooked. People will treat you based on what you allow. Set your boundaries with confidence, and others will respect them. 4. I need more information before deciding. Many people rush to answer or agree out of pressure. But true leaders and respected individuals pause before they decide. This phrase asserts intelligence, patience, and discernment. Why it commands respect. It shows you are not easily manipulated. It gives you time to think, reducing errors. It positions you as someone who makes well thought out decisions. A client demands an immediate answer on a complex deal. Instead of rushing, you say, "This is an important matter. I need more information before making a decision." This response elevates your status. You are not reactive, you are deliberate and wise. Wise individuals do not act under pressure. They take their time to ensure their decisions are sound. 5. No, without justification. One of the simplest yet hardest words to say. Many fear saying no because they want to please others. But those who command respect do not explain every decision. Why it commands respect. It shows confidence. You do not need to justify your choices. It prevents manipulation. Weak people fear disappointing others. Strong people set priorities. It establishes authority. People respect those who are clear and firm. A coworker asks you to take on extra work that is not your responsibility. Instead of over-explaining, you simply say, "No, I won't be able to do that." You do not need to say, "I'm really busy," or "I wish I could but," you simply state no. The moment you stop justifying every decision, people take you more seriously. Those who respect themselves are respected by others. Saying no without guilt is a sign of strength. 6. I appreciate your feedback. Feedback, whether positive or negative, is an opportunity to grow. However, many people react defensively when faced with criticism. A simple phrase like, "I appreciate your feedback," demonstrates confidence and emotional intelligence, making you stand out as someone who values continuous improvement. Why it commands respect. It shows you are secure in yourself and open to learning. It disarms critics and turns potential conflicts into constructive conversations. It positions you as a leader who values perspective and growth. Your manager critiques your recent work, pointing out areas that need improvement. Instead of reacting emotionally, you respond, "I appreciate your feedback. I'll take this into account and improve on these areas." This response shows maturity and professionalism. It prevents arguments and turns the situation into an opportunity for advancement. People respect those who embrace feedback instead of fearing it. Growth-minded individuals rise above their ego and use every experience as a stepping stone to mastery. 7. What are our next steps? Indecision is a sign of weakness. Those who command respect always guide conversations toward solutions. This phrase is a subtle but powerful way to take control of discussions and steer them toward progress. Why it commands respect. It signals leadership by shifting focus from problems to solutions. It keeps conversations productive and forward-thinking. It positions you as someone who gets things done. A meeting is filled with complaints and frustrations over a project delay. Instead of engaging in negativity, you step in and say, "I understand the concerns. What are our next steps to resolve this?" Immediately, the energy shifts. Instead of dwelling on problems, you guide the discussion toward action. People begin offering solutions rather than complaints. Respected individuals drive progress, while others complain. They focus on what can be done and move forward with purpose. 8. I will consider that. Not every request or suggestion requires an immediate response. Sometimes, a pause before deciding demonstrates wisdom and control. Saying, "I will consider that," gives you the power to reflect before committing to anything. Why it commands respect. It prevents you from being pressured into hasty decisions. It shows that you value careful thought before responding. It establishes you as someone who is deliberate and strategic. A colleague suggests a new approach to a project that you are uncertain about. Instead of rejecting it outright or agreeing too quickly, you say, "I will consider that. Let me take some time to reflect on the best course of action." By doing this, you show that you are not impulsive but rather thoughtful and discerning. Powerful individuals do not rush decisions. They weigh options carefully before making commitments, ensuring that every action aligns with their values and goals. 9. I expect high standards. Mediocrity is the enemy of greatness. Those who command respect set high standards for themselves and others. This phrase signals that you do not accept laziness, excuses, or subpar work. Why it commands respect. It sets the tone for excellence in any environment. It establishes you as someone who is serious about results. It motivates those around you to rise to a higher level. You are leading a team, and someone submits work that is below expectations. Instead of accepting it passively, you say, "I expect high standards. Let's refine this and ensure we deliver the best possible result." This statement shifts the conversation. You are not being harsh, but you are setting a clear expectation for quality. Respected individuals demand excellence. The world follows those who refuse to settle for anything less than the best. 10. This conversation is over. Knowing when to walk away is just as important as knowing when to engage. There are times when a discussion becomes unproductive, toxic, or disrespectful. This phrase establishes a firm boundary and reinforces your self-respect. Why it commands respect. It prevents you from being drawn into unnecessary conflicts. It signals that you are not easily provoked or manipulated. It asserts control over your time and energy. Someone is repeatedly trying to argue with you, refusing to listen to reason. Instead of continuing the pointless debate, you calmly say, "This conversation is over. If you want to discuss this rationally later, let me know." This immediately stops the argument and puts you in control. You are no longer wasting energy on negativity. Respected individuals do not engage in endless, pointless conflicts. They choose their battles wisely and walk away when necessary. Words are not just sounds, they are symbols of power, reflections of wisdom, and instruments of influence. The greatest leaders, thinkers, and warriors throughout history knew that their words could shape the world around them. By mastering these 10 powerful phrases, you are not merely improving your vocabulary, you are transforming the way you interact with others. You are stepping into a realm where your words command attention, your presence commands respect, and your conversations carry weight. But remember, words alone are not enough. Respect is not just about what you say, it is about how you carry yourself, how you handle challenges, and how you treat others. Speak with clarity, but also with wisdom. Assert yourself, but also listen. Command respect, but also give it where it is due. If you apply these lessons, you will notice a shift. People will listen when you speak. They will value your opinions. They will respect your boundaries. You will no longer feel overlooked, ignored, or dismissed. This is the power of presence, the power of confidence, the power of self-mastery. If you found this article valuable, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future insights on personal power, influence, and success. Let's continue this journey together, unlocking the wisdom that will elevate your life to the highest level. The next lesson awaits. Are you ready?